This week, Northwest Hunter travels to the southern end of Saskatchewan, Canada. The weather proves a bit unpredictable on this hunt, but that doesn't slow these guys down. Host Pat Boyer and special guest hunter Jim Mitchell go after a couple of monster bull elk at Deer Valley Ranch. So stay tuned for big elk hunting right here on Northwest Hunter. Northwest Hunter is brought to you by Howell Rifles, Escort Shotguns, Puma Rifles, Hornady Ammunition, Heavy Shot, The Trophy Connection, Deer Valley Ranch, huntinformation.com, Elk Trail Lodge, and Tracker Safe. Deer Valley Ranch is located in the Qu'Appelle Valley of southern Saskatchewan. It borders the Buffalo Pound Provincial Park on the north and east sides, and is home to many elk, bison, whitetail, and mule deer. Deer Valley Ranch has built a reputation on consistently harvesting more 400 plus elk than any other outfit in North America. They also have bison, mule deer, and white-tailed deer. Al Hill is a retired biologist and guide on the ranch. He lives on an adjoining property, so he knows this area and its wildlife very well. Today's hunt is a fall elk hunt. Al will be guiding Jim Mitchell, owner of Oak Tree Gun Club in Southern California. Jim is after one of the ranch's big bull elk.
We saw a bull out here this morning that looked like he was close to 400, and he's down in the ravine. We noticed a number of other bulls, and they're bugling, so they're in rut, and we're hoping some cows come through the area to flush some of those bulls out. But in the meantime, we're kind of waiting and watching and hoping we can see that same bull that we saw this morning, because he's an incredible specimen. Al, do you think these are the big ones we saw this morning?
For sure, the one is, yeah. Yeah.
What do you think he'll score?
He should be 370 to 380, somewhere in there.
He's definitely the big herd bull. You can hear him bugling all morning.
Yeah, you look at him and you know, he's got that non-typical third. One is watching us. See, the other two are looking into the wind. There's just one that's looking this way. If we can get up to this next little bit here, you should soon be able to get a good shot up.
Al has gotten Jim on the trophy elk, and he settles in for the shot. Stay tuned as Jim attempts to get this elk of a lifetime.
Take them when you're ready. Shot. Good shot.
He's down. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good hand, Jimmy.
Fantastic.
Good shot. Let's say, what, 250? 250 yards?
250 yards probably.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel, look at this animal.
He's done. I'm sure he's done. Just touch his eye with your gun.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's
oh my
down.
God,
Good
what an
deal,
animal.
good deal.
Fantastic, huh, Dan?
He's a
Holy
beauty.
cow. This is really
Boy,
a
has he got
massive
mass.
bull. Boy, he's the herd
See,
bull,
there's
that's
that,
for sure.
there's that extra third tine that I was telling you
Oh,
about.
my God.
You know, the extra brow tine.
Right. I've never seen an
2, 3,
elk
4,
the size
5,
of this
6,
one in
7,
my
8.
life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
7 by 8.
Well, thank you, Northwest Hunters and Trophy Connection, for putting this one together for me. This is like the finest elk I've ever shot, and I've shot about 20 elk in my lifetime
Yeah.
over the
he's a
last
dandy.
45 years.
Yeah.
And I also this time used one of these Howa Model 1500 rifles, and this gun is incredible. Made about a 250-yard shot, and the bullet, which was a Hornady ballistic tip, went right through both of his shoulders and just knocked him right over.
Just busted him right down. Knocked
Just
him
busted
right down.
him. He didn't move a second. No. We spotted this elk early in the morning, and then we tried to stalk him, but the sun came up and these guys disappeared into the trees and bushes, and we didn't see them all the rest of the day. It's about sundown now,
Yeah.
and we were able to pick them up again as they came out of the thick bush down on the canyon.
Right.
And he was the last guy out. We were kind of worried that we were in the right spot again, but when he came out, he gave us about a 250-yard shot, and we connected, and here he is.
Next time it'll be your turn, Danny.
This is fantastic. This is hard to beat. Yeah.
That's really good.
The weather was beautiful for Jim's hunt, but Pat wouldn't be so lucky as a cold front slipped in before he got out in the field.
Oh, just what we need. Lots of wind.
Yeah, cool day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which way we gonna go?
At least the fog's lifted.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. Well, we'll go out to the front here and around.
Okay.
We'll go up over top, and then we'll get a little better view of, you know, the if there's any animals still up in the fields and not feeding.
Okay.
We'll try that first. See, quite often they're down in the bottom here too. This will be good to find. I'll tell you, it'll get you in shape.
It looks like we're wide open spaces, but you know, hills all over the place, isn't
A lot
there?
of hills to climb.
Yeah.
You know, and you look back around the valley, you know, all the way along. You know, real good habitat. We'll go up on top here and check. I'm gonna put some gloves on too. It's even cool. Now this area here, you know, like is typical habitat, and you know that's on the lodge.
Probably good browse for the elk.
Yeah.
Too, you know?
Oh, the prairie wool and everything is excellent here for the elk and the buffalo and that in the wintertime. You know, they'll get more nutrients from this than pretty well any of the hay that you could feed them. Now, when you look across the valley, you can see, you know, the lodge in the distance, and that's about 2 miles from us.
Okay.
And there are about 2,500 acres there that are fenced. You know, that's high fence, and there are elk and buffalo, you know, in that pasture along with white-tailed deer and fallow deer. Now, in this paddock that we have here, you know, and we just have elk in this area.
The whitetail in that much acreage, even though it is under high fence, that could take you a week to get the whitetail if you want it.
Right, and the biggest thing there, like there are steep, very steep coulees, and these coulees are going to be difficult to, you know, to find the whitetail. So a lot of times the hunters will sit either in a ground blind or in a tree seat, and wait, you know, for the animals to come for water or whatever. That's the best way to hunt those whitetails. Now with the elk are moving all the time, and the best thing to do is to find out where, you know, particular elk are, and then set up your blinds and that in those areas. And if you set up the blinds, the best success is to set up a blind and then have, you know, the elk move through that area, either for water or when they're going out to feed and so on.
Yeah, sometimes you think the area is flat because you can see a long
Mhm.
ways and things like that. But it's really, if you look at these hills, they're just one hill after another. They're not. It's not flat.
No, and it's kind of like an oasis, because when the hunters come at first, you've got large areas up top where you can see for 40 miles, you know, of agricultural land. And here in the valley, it's more ranch land, and it's like an oasis out in the middle of the desert. But this is probably the best habitat for whitetail, elk, and so on in southern Saskatchewan. You do get.
We're starting out early in the morning. We got cloud cover today.
Cloud cover, and there's a bit of a breeze, so you know we can use the wind today, and it'll be in our favor. We should be able to get fairly close and, you know, have a good hunt today.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go. I follow you.
Okay.
After the break, Pat gets an elk in his sights.